You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
can't believe, 'cause it's all but just a dream. Tell me it's not fantasy that you're here with me. How can this be? Baby, it's you. No one makes me feel the way you do. Saving all my love for only you. Boy, you know it's true. Crazy over you. Baby, it's you. Let's make this last forever. You and me here together. Baby, I want you to know. I like the attention. I want your affection. You look in my eyes, I'm so hypnotized, I can't believe. Baby, it's you. No one makes me feel the way you do. No one makes me feel the way you do. Saving all my love for only you. Boy, you know it's true. Boy, you know it's true. Crazy over you. Baby, it's you. Ooh, I love the way you are. Ooh, you had me from the start. Ooh, I love the way you are. Hey, baby. No one makes me feel the way you do. Ooh, I love the way you are. Ooh, you had me from the start. Ooh, I love the way you are. Boy, it's true, yes I do. Baby, it's you. Baby, no one makes me feel the way you do. No one makes me feel the way that you do. Saving all my love for only you. Boy, you know it's true. Crazy over you. Baby, it's you. No one makes me feel the way you do. No one makes me feel the way you do. Saving all my love for only you. Boy, you know it's true. Oh, so crazy over you. Baby, it's you. No one makes me feel the way you do. Saving all my love for only you. Boy, you know it's true. Crazy over you. Baby, it's you.
When I met you, I was down. There's a smile upon my face whenever you come around. When I need it, you seem to know. You looked at me, you grabbed my face and said, pack your things, let's go.
Don't you like it?
Sure you do. Take a first class flight, Hawaiian night, sand between our feet.
Trade the bitter
Trade it in, girl,
for the sweet.
for the sweet. Then you hit me with that super love that knocked me off my feet.
Everything you did to me,
Do it again, girl.
do it again, baby.
Ooh, baby.
Do it again.
Do it again, girl, yes.
Give me more love. You're my friend.
You're my friend, man.
It's that friendship thing.
Do it again. You never break me down. Catching feelings, feeling real. I need some time to rearrange just how you feel. 'Cause I'm used to being by myself. But everything you add to me is so good for my health, yes.
We like it.
Cause we like it in the heat. A first class flight, Sahara night, the sand between our feet, yes. Trade it in, girl, for the sweet. Then you hit me with more super love and knocked me off my feet, hey. Ooh, do it again,
Baby,
kiss me,
break it down. Work your body. Break it down. Work your body.
Stay with me. since I met you, babe, all I think about is ways that I can please you. Oh. You are the one, you're my priority, and this I'm gonna prove. I'll do anything to keep a smile on your face. There's no debating, true love is give and take, no more hesitating. Yeah.
You can feel way down on your insides. It's the kind of love with purposeful intention, the kind you need in your life. I'll do anything to keep a smile on your face. There's no debating, true love is give and take. There's no hesitating.
Let down my guard for tonight. It's one of those nights where you've been all my life. You smell so good and you're dressed up nice. You know I'm so hooked. You got me shook, baby. You drive me crazy. You want me to chase you in the fast lane so I can get next to you. Through stormy weather and rain, you remain in my brain. To be with you, I'll do anything. When I'm with you, love taking chances with you, and every night and day you're making me happy, so happy, it's satisfying. Oh baby, I missed you constantly. The same about me. Oh so crazy, but in a good way. And for you I will do anything. To you, I'm in love with you. Oh, I'll do anything. I'm into you.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of the Indie Live Spot, and I hope everybody is having a great weekend so far, and we are very happy because we have a music guest that we've been. Of course, I've been like, man, couldn't wait to get on the show because we've been listening to his music, and he's got a new track that's a re-edition of a familiar track that I know a lot of people knows. And we're going to get into that. But please help me welcome Styric in the house. Welcome to the show.
Well, I appreciate the invite, man. It's great to be on the show and hanging out with you cats.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Doing great. You know, the weather's, the birds are chirping, sun's out. I can't complain.
I hear you, man.
Because last week I was complaining. It was 7 degrees up here in Nashville.
Oh, good Lord.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the roller coaster. It's seven today and 60 tomorrow, or 72.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
It's kind of like it is here in Oklahoma City too. It's kind of crazy. It dips and do all these different weather patterns and stuff. But yeah, man, welcome to the show, man. We're glad to have you on and ready to hear about your journey, man. Because I know you're an awesome bass player. I know you produce and do all this other great stuff, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been an interesting journey. I mean, for me, because I've kind of went down this road of corporate, very strict corporate world, and then kind of just always had an itch, in the background, kind of just always doing jam sessions, showing up, kind of always been playing the bass since I was 8 or 9, and grew up in Connecticut. And I've always had garage bands and playing out in little venues over the years. And I took a break. I wanted to go straight corporate. And then fast forward to tapes. Over the years, man, I would still always have the music going in the background, showing up for impromptu jam session or something. And then again took a break. But then COVID hit. And that kind of that was the pivotal point in my kind of journey, because that gave me time. Everybody was trapped in their homes.
Yeah.
And I said, what a perfect opportunity. And and over the years, I've met a lot of amazing musicians, good, friends that are musicians. And I decided at that time, let me start pulling together some music, because over the years I've been writing music, but I just haven't shared it with the public.
Right.
I would always do cover stuff. And then I got the opportunity to kind of really dig in. I met one guy that really kind of mentored me somewhat, and directly, Kevin Whalen. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's up in Memphis, amazing.
Right.
Burt Whalen invited me to a jam session or a recording session, which kind of really started the music kind of really way it started coming together. A guy named Roger Ryan, out of Nashville here, and he's amazing producer, composer, and just a beautiful person. And he, in that session we connected up, and that's been now almost 6 years now. And he said, yeah, I like to co-produce, write, and we kind of just, and then we haven't stopped since. I think I've dropped 13, 14 tracks. I can't remember exactly what to date. And I usually drop singles, and then I dropped an EP down in back in 21. And that's been kind of the way I've been doing it, dropping singles and then compiling the ones I like into an EP. And so my first EP was Seasons, which my concept was to drop a, here again, going in, kind of trying to get my feet wet, was to go ahead and drop a single every season. So so the first one I dropped on there was Summer Groove. So, and I had like little names that would match.
That was the breakout hit, Styric, right there. That's not Summer Groove, Spring. It was
Springtime.
That was a breakaway hit out of there. Just the piano solo, the brother that you had playing piano on that.
Yeah, there's Roger Ryan.
Wow.
Yeah. Matter of fact, and I stand corrected. I'm looking at Springtime that was the first one in the can, because matter of fact, I had Sonny Emery. We talked about that earlier. he played the drums on that, and he would come up to Nashville, man, and help out and help with some of the arrangements. And here I was a neophyte as far as that world of really putting on a production, because I had the idea basically kind of mapped out. But these guys, man, they've been doing it their entire life, and they're just, I mean, incredible musicians, professionals. And so we got that tune together and put it out there, man. That was the first one out of the gate, Then Summer Dream came next.
Oh, that's some was my favorite. Those spring one. Because of the fact that it's rolling and rolling, and then the way it ends, very dramatically and emotionally.
Yeah,
it just melts you at the end. You're like, oh.
Yeah, that's right. And I have to give props to Roger Ryan. Roger Ryan, I mean, he wrote that whole section there.
Oh, it was beautiful, dude.
He used to tour with BB and CC Winan. I mean, he's done stuff with, I mean, just everybody. He's like gospel royalty, Really just amazing teacher, musician, and person, And he's a really close friend of mine. He lives here in Nashville, man.
That's so cool. Man.
Yeah.
Now, how long you been in Nashville?
I've been in Nashville since '83.
Okay.
So I've been in Nashville for a minute here.
Yeah, so you definitely grounded there. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Nashville's kind of an interesting place because there's a lot of folks here. People think of Nashville as this for this country music scene, but there's a huge scene, and there's a lot of amazing musicians around the city that are really
absolutely
country. I mean, jazz, funk players. I mean, you'd be just amazed with the talent that you bump into. Like I was sharing earlier with CTK before we jumped down there. I got invited to a thing that Tommy Sims was putting on, and it was just incredible. I mean, incredible. The musicians, the groove, and everything.
Yeah.
I was just away. And that's Nashville though for you.
Man, yeah, I know it's definitely amazing. All the different stuff that goes on there. And yeah, you're right, because I remember before, I guess kind of towards back in the older days, because even here it was stereotypically here in Oklahoma that they thought that everybody that come out of Oklahoma was country cowboys and stuff like that. So, but I know a lot of these artists that did come out of Oklahoma that went to Nashville. I mean, they got Nashville ties and things of that nature and everything. But it was just awesome to hear, later on, back in my early days when I didn't really know that much about it, I was really intrigued to hear about, oh man, they got like, soul and the jazz and everything else, it's not just, country stuff. So,
because a lot of the major players, they tour with, some of them have, to make their money, they tour with country acts, and then they come back, and you go and walk into a jazz club here. There's a jazz club called Rudy's, and you go in there, you no telling who you're going to run into in that joint.
Yes.
Matter of fact, Victor Wooten, incredible bass player. He was down there last week with all his brothers. I mean, just killing it, man. I mean, but cats like that are around the city, and so it's been a magnet for great musicians, but they come here and they're money in all sorts of different genres, but they're a lot of them. What I'm finding is they got deep roots in the jazz and the funk and all that, So
and
Nashville
also
has that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Vaughn.
I was going to say Nashville has that vibe of where a lot of session musicians congregate. And it's kind of like how LA used to have the wrecking crew, and New York would have all their session musicians hanging out there, and they're there to work, and they work hard. I mean, the music to come out. I mean, I've been to Nashville several times, and I'm like, well, who's got the best session musicians? But then again, why would I ask that question? They all are,
It's I think the city has grown so much, because it used to be kind of real when we got back here in the '80s, right? It's kind of a really sleepy city, kind of real bedroom types. But now it's like a city that never sleeps.
Wow.
People, I forget how many people were moving here a day. I mean, tens of thousands per day are in the city, and and it's gotten to the point now. Which comes with all its other stuff of a growing city,
Yeah.
But it's been a good because I think it mixes it up.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of great talent is coming to the city on top of what's there.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, that was my first project. Seasons. Which what you said. Springtime, summer groove. Then I came in early
Summer
autumn.
Groove is my second favorite.
Yeah, early autumn came out, and then winter's reverie. And then I actually I threw a bonus track on that project, Palladium. Weather report tune. And that was just a blast to do because I pinched myself, man. I got Chester Thompson, which is a really amazing drummer, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And he played with Weather Report with Wayne Shorter and all those guys.
I got a surprise coming up for you, Styric.
Yeah, man.
I got a surprise coming up for you.
Okay.
Yeah. It should come through any minute, but just keep going.
But yeah, so Palladium, it was kind of my, I wanted to do a Weather Report tune, cover tune, but I wanted to kind of do my thing with it. So I had reached out, I had kind of got the arrangement in my head. If you listen to my version, it's a little funnier, more dug in. Jocko, of course, he's from another planet. He came from the same planet Victor Wooten came from. So I think
You're from that orbit too, buddy. Okay.
But anyway, so I reached out to, surprisingly, Andy Narell, to still pan play it, and found out he was in France, and I reached out and I kind of, here we are in COVID, right? And I figured everybody's available, and then I didn't think about it anymore. And all of a sudden, I got an email back, and I was telling him what I was doing, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm in." I was like, "Really?"
Hey.
So I answered, I got Andy Narell, and then I was talking with a good friend of mine, plays trumpet, Quentin Ware, man, and he was telling me about this percussions that he worked.
Excuse me, you should back that up and say Grammy Award winning trumpet player. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's got his Grammy on his mantle at the crib.
What did he tell you, man? When he said, I'm quitting, man. I got my what?
Yeah. He's like, I'm going corporate. I'm like, don't do that. Corporate. It doesn't feed your soul, man. And you are such a bad cat, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, he turned me on to Jose Rossi, man, that played with Weather Report as well. And so I had Chester Thompson. They had Andy Narell, myself. Man, it was just then a guy named Joe Davidian. He played with the Chester Thompson trio, man. And so we had the core. I did the arrangement, kind of did the thing, man. And then Joe helped me out on some some phrasings and stuff, man. And we just dropped it, man. And had a blast with it, man. It's just a fun tune. And a lot of stations have picked it up and liked it, man, and it's just been a great fun tune. And then just like I said, to have Andy Narell, because he's such a freaking man.
Yeah.
That great
Andy Narell, I mean, he was. I go back a long way with him, back in the '80s.
Yeah.
He's for a steel drum player. Oh my gosh, he was like, they called him the Hammer, I think, at one time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He has an album.
He was incredible. His skills were just off the chain. You know?
Oh man.
And a lot of people they just don't know where he came from. Showing up recently, they have no idea what he was doing back in the '80s. I used to listen to him a lot.
Yeah,
but
great.
Growing up, I grew up in LA. I listened to all that stuff because we had a 24-hour jazz station in LA back in the day, and they would play everything.
Yeah.
And so I got hooked on him like crazy. I said, "Oh, I love this work."
Oh yeah.
He was massive.
Yeah, kind of a behind the scenes story. Because I was working with Roger on Roger Ryan on a bunch of tracks, and and he was like, "Yeah, man, where Steel Drum started, man." I was like, "No, where?" He's like, "Trinidad, man."
Yeah,
exactly. And he's like, that's where Roger's from.
Yeah.
And so,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So he was like, "Yeah, man." He says, "We can find somebody." I was like, "But I got Andy." I got Andy. And he was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, He said, I'm not mad at you, man. 'Cause after he heard the track, he was like, yeah, man, Andy killed it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that was so cool, man. Because Andy was great. Because we corresponded. Because like we were on, he lives over in France, and so we had stuff flying back and forth, and it was virtual studio album, man. And he gave me a bunch of great passes and ideas and stuff, and then it all kind of came together in the feel and everything. He just dug right in because
Passes.
yeah, because
Think about passes. This guy here, Gary, is the pass king. I can call Styric up at any given time in San Diego. It doesn't matter. I said, Styric, I need bass power deck. Yeah, okay, man, sure. I'll get it right to you. He'd get back to me within a half hour, 45 minutes. Oh, yeah. I got these 11 parts here. You can pick which one out you like. Just throw away. Throw away.
All right.
I did this one with the Music Man bass, but I used the Rickenbacker on this one. I'm like, God, guy gives you options galore.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's my bass player. He's my go-to guy.
That's awesome.
I was in the Netherlands. Styric, we need a bass part quick. Styric had it back in 15 minutes. Bam. But that's my man. I got such great and love respect for this brother right here. He's an amazing bass player, and he's an even more amazing guy. He's a great guy.
What was your very, very, very first introduction to the bass, man?
Oh man, Verdine.
Yeah.
I remember growing up in Connecticut, man. My first real concert, was the Gratitude concert, man, and it was in New Haven Coliseum. And it was just like I always wanted, I always kind of dabbled on the bass, and I had some people mentoring me back then, and I saw the group, man, and I saw that concert, and I was like, yeah, I got to get one of those basses for me.
I heard that, brother.
and I went to the local music store there, and I hustled my tail off, man. I sold everything, and there's the man. What's up, MG?
Hey, my boy,
Michael.
MG there.
What's up?
Yeah,
Where you at, buddy?
yeah, man. But it was Verdine White, Verdine White, man. I wanted to be, I wanted to learn. I learned everything that the guy put out there. I learned backwards and forward. I said everything in their discography, I knew backwards and forward because he just had such a great feel, man. And then just hearing the stories and I was in love with the group. I mean, they see, a group that size and so tight.
Yes.
And they were just so hot on the scene. I was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I.
Yeah.
What's up, Michael?
Michael Gordon.
Don't know it. How about you?
Michael Garvin, my
Hello,
brother.
Michael, welcome, man.
Michael
How you
Garvin is
doing?
in the house.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, good to see you, bro.
Good to see you, Styric. Good
Yeah,
to see you, Teddy.
You too, my brother. Hey, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. Most people don't know that you, Styric, and I have a group together. They don't know.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
They don't know. I'm dropping the bag right now. It's called, what's the name of the group called, Michael?
The Groovadors.
I just like the way Michael.
Oh.
Hey, Michael, I was telling them how when we were getting back to Styric when I was in the Netherlands and we needed the bass part, how quick he comes back and with options.
Oh, very quick. Really quick. Really quick. Really good.
Makes your head spin.
Yeah.
And here's what I love about Styric, because I got to know him, and I can tell his mannerisms. When he goes like this, he'll say, yeah. I said, how'd it go, Styric? Oh, yeah, well, I played a little bit of this, I played a little bit of that. And then I ask him again later on another day, how'd it go, Styric? Oh, it's coming along. It's coming along. And I asked him a third time, how's it going, Styric? And when he goes like this, man, yeah, man, I know he got it. But there's three faces of Styric, and I just love going through all three of them.
Three faces.
Yeah.
But he stopped doing it, like, man. I got all big, but man.
Yeah.
Right. That is
Oh,
great.
Marvin and I went through that on the tune we did, right?
Sure did.
Yeah. Well, which one? Okay.
On Light Up the Night. Yeah.
Tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, man. That was that was fun, and it was a great opportunity to work with with Michael Garvin, man, the King, man, and it was just like he sent me the track, and I started feeling it, and he kind of gave me some kind of what he was looking for, and I did the same thing. I gave him 3 passes.
I love it.
Using this bass, I mean, he was like, I like the 6-string, man, chord bass, man, and I was like, okay, we can do that. And I said, I'm put a little stink on the track.
Hey,
That sounded great. That sounded great.
Awesome.
And it was
not
such a,
only does he give you part options, he gives you bass options of what bass
I
is
love
playing
it.
it on.
See, that's cool.
I'm all about it.
He gives you all that.
yeah, man. I'm
Love
like a kid in the candy shop, man. I'm like I got all these basses, and each one is like a child.
Hey, dude, I'll be asleep. I'll be 3:30 in the morning. I hear my phone go ding, and then the stereo just still. I'm like, yeah, man, try down on these parts. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, and I don't use caffeine, man.
I know.
It's like my wife's always like, she's like, when you gonna sleep? I'm like, yeah, when I get a nap here and there, man, I'll be cool.
But another Styric that I love is when the Styric calls me up and he's got his bourbon glass in his hand.
Yeah.
It's on now. It's on now. And he calls me up, and I see him, and he's in the studio, and he's got the bourbon glass in his hand. I know he wants to play something for me. and it's always 100 out of 100 funky.
Yeah, that's my little treat when I work hard. I gotta go ahead and
Hey, brother,
a little something and
All
sit back.
for it.
All right.
I get it. I ain't mad at you. I'm just glad I get to see the different facets. Now, Michael, you ain't getting away from this. Michael, let me tell you about Michael Garth. Working with him, joking with him, playing with him. I'll tell you, this is the thing about Michael. You see Michael, the way he's very jovial, very happy person, very happy-go-lucky, easy to like guy. But you get him in the studio, he starts looking like this. He's not even looking at you, he's looking up.
Yeah.
So
You can't reach him at that point. You can't reach him no more.
Yeah.
It's time to work.
He's on your real
He's in work mode.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah,
right.
he's been to my studio. I mean, he's got some back.
Sure have. I sure have.
Yeah, that was a blast. When I was doing Street Wave, he came through. When I was putting that together, and we were sitting in the studio, and he was over here, and we kind of had an impromptu jam, and we kind of
Sure
were
did.
ideas around. So that was a real treat, man. Just having you here.
I enjoyed it too.
But didn't he come? Didn't he drive by your house real quick with the bottom of the driveway?
Yeah.
See, y'all gotta understand. To get to the bottom of his driveway is another continent.
Yeah.
It is.
It's downhill all the way though to the mailbox.
For the
You
faint
know,
heart.
when we lived in Nashville, our house as well.
What was that?
It's a hilly town.
Oh, it is, man. I remember, because your family was here, and I was like, tell them to come up, and they're like, no, we're not driving up there.
It's on that driveway. That was smart. You'd be coasting backwards down the driveway. You trying to have that? Yeah. I'm just great and pleased to have both my boys on here, man. It's good to see you guys.
It's a real treat, man. It's a real treat, man. I look forward to, working on more tracks with Michael Garvin, man.
Yeah.
We got stuff flying back and forth. Yeah, and I'd like to
And I'm
dig it.
excited about this band, y'all. I'm really excited.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, I've been dropping singles. The last one was, My Starship. We talked a little bit about that. That was the and I did 2 versions of that. Kind of surprisingly, and that was fine because I usually have sometimes program drums, and I always like real musicians throughout the entire production. I cut it, come in here, just work out the parts. And
Right.
Hey, I was honored to be privy to your working process from the beginning of that to the end. He would bounce stuff off me. He's like, oh man, yeah. But then he went to the higher one, which is the wife. Ask her opinion of it.
Yes, she hurt my feelings, man. I'm like,
she ain't nothing nice. Huh? I'm not gonna live with her, but hey.
So when she kind of gets the nod sometime, but my sons too. They're out in L.A. and usually they're in that, they're heavy into the music scene. They're into film production and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And usually if I run it by them and I get the nod, it's usually ready to go because they're telling me like, no, you need to take that back. Add a little bit more. Because that Summer Groove, that was one of the, I got just about every tune. I mean, they said, yeah, it's kind of cool, but, you probably need to do blah, blah, blah. And I'll take it and massage it. And they're like, okay, yeah.
Massage, yeah.
That's the way it should be feeling, And I've been really fortunate because having, folks like Michael and CTK and Sonny and Roger and all these cats, I always my style is when I decide, is it going to be tune or some project I'm going to take on, I kind of pull out and lay it out, and then I just like, what do you guys think? And then get out of my way.
Yeah. But it's always good to have other ears involved.
Absolutely,
it really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I think the synergistic thing that happens that you get a product at the other end that's something beyond what you could have come up by yourself, man. And everybody brings a little bit to the gumbo, as they say.
Yeah.
And being able to share with just knowledgeable people as yourselves, that's just a priceless thing there. Michael Clown, Michael Clown me. Remember I told you how Michael Clown me? Michael was clowning me. Where's he at? Oh, I see him over there. Look him down his head. We're in his studio. So I bring my horn tracks with me to the Netherlands because everything else is done. And he's mixing. He's like moving extra animated and stuff. And I hear something. I said, what's that? What's that? And he goes like this. It's your room. And several times I said, what's that noise? And he said, it's your room. Henceforth, the studio redo. That guy.
I hear a big difference even right now, even over the internet. It's tremendous difference.
Yeah.
But he was calling me hard though, Gary. I said, "Oh, he ain't gonna do that again."
Yeah.
I can't go through that. I was ready to beat him up.
Yeah.
No, we ain't gonna do that again. But it was the way he did it. He goes, he zooms in on me. It's your room.
Well, but
Like
that's
somebody got that older.
That was the last
What's that
room I've ever heard in my life.
well, congratulations, CTK, because you did a great job on that, man.
He really did look great too.
This was his requirements and Max Groove. Well, both of them together just say, hey, do this, do this, do that, do this, and I did it. That did it.
It sure did.
And I'm happy for it though. But yeah, but that's my buddies there. Right on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it feels good, man. I mean, when we've been talking over as you've been pulling it together, and I've been checking you out your room, and I was like, yeah, man, it's feeling good sonically, man. I can tell the difference as well, man. I'm happy.
Yeah, it sounds like if I had a marching band running through here, man. Like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I was, some people are nose blind. I was ear blind. I had no idea. And then when I look back at other stuff that I tested out, I said, oh, wow. When Michael go like this. And now this is a guy with 20 plus hits on Billboard, right? He turns to me and he says, that's the livest room I ever been in. That messed me up, right?
Yeah.
But you heard it too. I wasn't out of line. You heard it too.
I was like,
As soon as I got back home, as soon as I got back from another, I said, I ain't going to go nothing else in here. That's it. I said, come on, I need those other horn parts that I saw. I said, Mike, I'm not recording nothing else.
That's that tough love, man.
Oh, tough love, Styric. Where's the track, Styric? I'm not doing nothing right now.
Yeah.
But I love you guys, man. It's just great to have you on, because you guys are like family, and it's great to have my family on here. So, along with my other family, Gary and Vaughn. But true stories, people. And excuse me if you see me going like this. I have a head cold I'm trying to get through, but excuse that. Excuse that.
It's all good. All good, dude.
Oh yeah.
Man, I mean, but yeah, that whole journey, man. I mean, I've just really, really, like I mentioned earlier, man. I'm just having access to just some incredible musicians, Nashville and Atlanta, and I guess now with the technology that I've talked about this before, you can do tracks and put things together. Like Michael's over in the Netherlands, right? And he can do guitar over there. I can do a bass here. Mike,
What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, the technology As long as we all start on 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
What does Michael say? Yeah, Michael, I'm sending this guy. Make sure you zero it out. Then, okay.
Condense it a little.
Yeah, we gotta be in sync now.
There you go. There you go.
It can make it feel good and feel like, yeah, you guys all went in the studio together and knocked it out, right?
Look like your vocalist Yvonne J said to tell you all hello. I see her in the chat room. She just
Yvonne
mentioned that.
Awesome.
Yvonne, you see that new video she put out?
I did not.
Well, she's playing with the orchestra. Was the latest one that she did.
No, I've not seen that.
She did. I seen her do My Funny Valentine. I seen her do another one that they had the band behind. Oh, she was just killing it.
Wow.
She was just good, and she slimmed down some more too. I don't know why. She was already fine though. Yeah, that's good. He's healthy. That's good. We looking good, Yvonne.
Yeah, Vaughn's amazing.
Isn't she?
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that picture of her from the 70s? Did you ever see that picture with the band she was playing with? She had a little curly fro and a half shirt thing.
Yeah.
Vaughn
was doing it back in the day, man.
She was.
Still doing it. Still doing it.
No,
I look at the picture like this. I tried to zoom it out.
Hey man, too much information.
But it's out there already. It's out there. It's a beautiful picture though, but I'm just wondering if you saw it. But Yvonne, we love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said thank you, CTK. Yeah. So,
Styric, do you have a?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you go right ahead, Michael.
I was curious if Styric had a favorite bass that he just tended to pick up.
Good
when
question.
The one that's been with me the longest, is my Fender Jazz, man. I bought it back in the 70s after going to see Earth, Wind and Fire live. Verdine had a white Fender Jazz, and I went to the music store in Ansonia, Connecticut, and said, I want a white Fender Jazz with a black pickguard.
Nice.
Okay. And they were like, yeah, we don't have one. And then I looked over, man, and they had this mocha brown one, man, and I was like with a maple neck, and I was like, that's kind of cool, and it's going to be me instead of Verdine.
Right,
exactly.
It was all the same electronics and stuff. And that bass has been with me for decades now, man. And that's the one I've used on most of my tracks, man. I mean,
I love that bass.
Yeah, man. It's a 77 Fender Jazz. Let me grab it, show you guys.
Yeah.
How come basses seem heavier back then? They're heavier, or is it just my imagination?
Yeah, I think it depends on the bass. Yeah, because I got a limbic bass. This is my sweetheart.
Love it.
Yeah. Mocha.
Yeah, this is just it just tracks really, really nice, man. I mean, I'd usually go right into the board with it.
It's beautiful.
And then, thank you, man. And then I usually run 2 signals off. I'm kind of getting my tech.
I love that.
I love it too.
Yeah.
I usually go a direct, and then I mic one. And I got a SWR with a vintage tube preamp in it, and I usually send both and make sure they're in phase, and then just like I tell my engineers, blend them, and that kind of gives you a nice tone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So that's kind of been my go-to bass. But I usually let the song dictate what I'm gonna use, because I'll usually I'll cut 2 or 3 lines, and then I'll kind of just like fill like my favorite things. I used my Goya bass. That was it's from the 50s. It's a Goya bass, and that thing just has I changed the strings on it, and it didn't sound right. And I put the old funky strings that I when I bought it back on it.
Great. Yeah.
And they probably were put on in the 50s. I don't know. But those flat ones, man, it just had a tone and a feel, and it was just like, yeah, that's what my ear was just sensitive, and like that's what it needs to sound like. So that's what I used on that tune, man. Yeah, that was a fun track too to do, man, because that has Gareth Sullivan, that tours with Janet Jackson, and he's out of Atlanta as well, Don. I don't know if you know Gareth Sullivan. And he was kind enough to do that track for me, man, and it was just a fun track. He just killed it, man. Yeah. And so, but yeah, to answer bass, I usually let the tune kind of dictate. But my favorite, I said, if the house burned down, man, I have to. If I could grab one bass, it would have to be my vintage. I'll be in tears and in mourning for years, but I'll be like, at least I got my jazz.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's like, I mean, the tune, and I tell you this, on my Starship, because Michael Henderson, he played in Rickenbacker on that one.
Yes.
And so that's what I got an old 70 something Rickenbacker over my shoulder here, man. That's what I used on that. I used that in a combination in an old modular for some of the little other pieces on it, little accents. But and that's sometime I'll layer the bass if I'm feeling it. I'll put little air candy, as I call it, in there, kind of for the listener to kind of.
You call it air candy. I call it a doggy bag. Cause he gives you a doggy bag. He said, "Here's the parts right here, but if you need some little other incidentals and stuff to throw in, here's some stuff you can sprinkle in too." I'm like, dang.
That's a producer's dream, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's always good to want to do that, because I like, even on that Palladium, man, I got little fretless little things going on, little things, kind of like, oh man, yeah, didn't see that one coming. You kind of keep the listener engaged with little as you call doggy bag strings.
Right. Now I see that you have your stand-up bass back there as well. And,
yes.
And I was just kind of curious in your experience between bass playing. Was it difficult to learn or get used to playing stand-up versus holding?
Yeah, it's a different. You gotta definitely have your Cheerios in the morning. It's a workout.
Yeah.
And you got to really have your ear in tune, because you're out the frets. You got to really be listening really closely.
Right.
And but yeah, I have this one, and I have a Ampeg baby bass. It has a lot of your Latin stuff is that, and I haven't used those either the upright or the other the baby bass upright on a track, but those are keyed up on. Definitely, I want to get those on some tracks, man, because
yeah.
See, now you have two uprights behind you, right? You got the newest upright,
right? Yeah,
and then you got the old one in front of it.
Right. This is my acoustic. This one acoustic. I did an acoustic joint for Elise. I did that, and that's just it's just two basses and a guitar, and I used that acoustic bass on that, which that was kind of an interesting backstory on that. I have a daughter, and her name is Elise, and for her birthday last year,
wow,
I wrote this tune called For Elise, and kind of a box. And so I wrote this tune, and I wrote the melody, and I had all the chords, and I put the tune together. And then I'm still lifelong learner, man. I took a lesson over the COVID, man, some time ago with Andreas Rotmistrowski out of Argentina. And he and I befriended each other, man, and just great, because he does a lot of chord melody stuff, and that was kind of an area I didn't explore as much, and I just always been interested in chords, and that extending the register, and what's going on with the bass. So I took a course with him, and then we kind of just hit it off, man. And I was like, hey, dude, I'm working on this tune called For Elise, and he's like, yeah, I'm in. So he ended up being on the track. So it has two basses, and then I have a good friend, Josh Lutz. He's been on every one of my tracks. He lives outside of Nashville. Amazing player, guitar player, and he's on it. He's playing acoustic. So I got a video on it on my Vivo channel. It's called Styric Vivo. If you type that in on YouTube,
okay. Yeah,
you pull it up, man, and it is. And my sons, they did the video and did edit it. So I had everybody kind of perform, in their space.
Right.
Give me all the footage, and then they put it together. My son Brandon, and he had another guy that he was working called Will Smith, and and they put the video together, and it was just a really fun tune because then on my daughter's birthday last year, on she was over in I think in Vietnam or somewhere, traveling, and I called her up and I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I'm getting my hotel, blah blah blah." And I said, "You got your phone?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Type in for Elise," and then she sees the video.
Wow, that's cool.
As a birthday gift, I kind of gave her. I was like, "Hey,"
Oh,
so it was really really cool.
That
She was
is.
she had no idea, and so now and that's her on the cover. If you pull it up the actual single, you can see a picture. We were in Atlanta. That was taken Vaughn in Atlanta. I rented a nice place out in Buckhead, and all the kids, they all flew in, and we kind of just was hanging out. And one of my boys, they're constantly taking pictures. That's their world, right? So they
Yeah.
captured. I was like, perfect picture for for the cover. Yeah. So that's the backstory on For Elise.
That's cool. That is so cool.
beautiful piece. Beautiful piece.
Now let's talk a little bit about the Starship track because we're gonna let our viewers, listeners, check it out here in just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun track, man. Fun track. Like I shared with you, I had started that track in 2021, probably July-ish 21 or so, and I was trying to, pull. I had an arrangement because a lot of my arrangement starts with bass. I want because that's where I usually fill in the groove and kind of then I start adding elements and seeing how this would how it would feel. So I started pulling the track together and I ran I bumped it off my good friend producer, amazing, amazing arranger, all that, Roger Ryan. And I said, hey, Roger, I said, I'm wanting to do this Star Trek, some Starship track. And I played my piece and he was like, yeah, I love the bass fill, man. I was like, yeah, I want to kind of, do my thing with it. And then he was like, okay, cool. And then so he kind of helped me kind of with some of the arrangements and strings and stuff. But I had the basic rhythm section locked. And when I reached out to a good friend of mine, Kevin Whalen, and I was like, hey, Kevin, man, I got this track I'm working on. I'd love for you to sing it. And he said, it's a great tune. He was like, but unfortunately, it's not in my register. So I was like, okay, cool. And I said, you suggest anybody? He gave me some names, and I was listening to, I was going on and on, and then all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, it's because it's a higher register voice, man. And I said, my good friend Sonny Emery, I've known him since the '80s, man. Matter of fact, I lived with his family for a while when I lived in Atlanta. So I reached out to his son, Nick Cabron, Emery, man, and I was like, I'm doing this track, and he's like, I'm in, and that's him on the track, Nick Cabron, man, and he just perfect voice. He did all the stacking of the harmonies. He did the main vocal, and and that track, and that's Chester Thompson on the drums. I had programmed drums, and it was it was cool, and the younger crowd liked that version, but. I was like I mentioned, if I can get a real drummer on it, it just breathes more. So I reached out to Chester, and he said, yeah. He said, I'll put some drums on it, and we can tweak some things. And then I just a couple little elements like the claps from the program stuff, but everything else is real percussions and everything else. And so that's what gives the tune the feel. And I start my Starship Reprise, and that's the version that everybody seems to really, really like because it feels different. It's got a vibe to it, and and it was really, really cool because, like I said, I had started it in 21, and so the original track on Norman Connors came out in I think was 76.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then so Michael Henderson played bass as well as sang the vocal on that.
Right.
Yes.
And I was working on it, and I was like, this would be so cool to pop it out there and kind of see if I get a nod from him. And unfortunately, he passed away, in 22.
Yeah.
He definitely gave you the nod, though, Stuart.
Yeah.
You would definitely done that.
Well, cool. Man.
I do believe. I think Michael was still with Miles when he recorded that with Norman.
Yeah, was it? Okay, I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah.
He was still with Miles Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What year did Miles die?
gosh, I forgot.
I'm glad we're not putting money on this because I've lost.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there again, another amazing, talent.
Yeah,
Just such a
absolutely.
his phrase, and you just hear a couple of his songs and then tones. As soon as you hear one note, you're like, Miles.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And he's just, and he has lots of space around his stuff, and that's what I think I might take away from him, man. Is he puts something out there and it grabs your attention, and he lets you breathe and kind of process it.
Right.
So, but yeah, so that Starship, that was kind of a tune that I really kind of was always on the back of my mind. I've always wanted to do a cover, and I've heard, people do, Wayman Tisdale has done a cool version of it, and there's other versions out there that I really, really like, but I wanted to kind of do something to feel a little bit different. So
I love the Styric version. I'm a little biased.
Yeah.
And that bass, the track started around the bass. Because the bass, I had a little funkier, kind of laid back, on the one kind of feel, and that's what I tried to do with it. So that was kind of my perspective, and then everything kind of builds around that,
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, I'd like to point something out real quick. And that, if you look at Gary's picture down at the bottom left when he's on the screen, you see that thing that's behind it says GHP, then you see like a silver record. Do you see that? It's next to his head. I don't know if you can see that.
I can see it a little bit.
I think it's some kind of a special award. That's the Intro Award.
Oh, well.
Isn't that the Intro Award, Gary?
Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is he talking about?
I'm talking about the Intro Award.
I'm not even looking at the monitor. I'm looking at y'all.
That's a very prestigious award. They hand that out to people who have made milestones in their careers.
Awesome.
As Gary has made milestones in his career. And I'm glad to see that up there as part of that. And that, we're very proud of Gary because, he's been slacking off because he hasn't been feeling well. Because, he usually drops 10 videos every 5 days, but he hasn't been feeling well.
You cut him some slack?
Yeah, we cut him some slack. He's only dropped 3 or 4 instead. So.
Oh, man. Well, thank you anyway, CTK. But what I want to do, I want to let our listeners and viewers check out the Starship. And we'll do that, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more with our guest, Styric in the house, y'all.
Can I get an autographed picture, Styric?
Oh, man. Sure, man. Virtually. You got it.
We'll be back, folks. Y'all keep it locked right here.
Keep it locked. Hey, give me one of them chairs, man. You got some cool chairs back
It ain't nothing but
Well, it works like it was supposed to. It's just the command, the procedure to do it was different in the last version. It was the previous version. I thought I had just forgotten it. No, just you don't do it that way anymore.
Yeah, when you upgrade to 10, that's going to be different.
Yeah.
That
So,
being said,
what's everything else working? What do you program on, Gary?
Yeah, I'm using Reason.
That's popular.
Yeah, I've been using that for quite some time.
You are
Actually, I was actually starting to Logic Pro.
I have to go on.
back, and yeah, that jams. That really does jam. I love that.
It still brings back memories, man. I don't, it doesn't matter who's doing it, but you do it well, Styric.
Mm-hmm.
Feedback, man. It was a fun track. It was a fun track. Like I said, each one, I've been really spoiled. I try to get different folks and different people to kind of on different tracks, and that one just even having Nick, that was my first track having a vocal on.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it came off flawless.
And then because that, I wanted to do, have it a little bit more, kind of at the same time with the jazz textures around.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of the goal, and it came off really cool. Then a lot of stuff. I mean, the streamings have been pretty strong, really strong on it.
Yeah. Very cool. So what do you got? You got some more stuff coming out pretty soon?
Yeah. I actually, I've been kind of in the studio, as Michael probably knows, and all you guys are musicians, right? I mean, we tend to have ideas flowing all day, man. And I'm one of those guys like CTK was getting me on earlier. I don't sleep. I just come down there and idea hit me, and I'm like, oh, let me go ahead and grab it.
Mm-hmm.
Get it, or you forget it, right? Or if I'm
Yeah.
if I'm putting it into my phone, if I'm coming down. So I got a lot of different tunes like in the works. You know, and I'm trying. I usually try to drop something at least every few months or so, and so I'm kind of getting in that production mode, and I'm kind of getting into that. So I plan to drop something before the summer jumps off on us. You know, have something.
I just love the way we keep tabs on each other, you, Michael, and I. I got up one morning to go to the bathroom like 1 a.m, and my phone happened to be in a ding, and it's Michael. I said I'm on a bathroom break. I just love my boys. So. But Styric, you keep just keep being you, man, and do your versions of those songs like that. Like you keep doing that stuff, like Starship and all that, man. I love it, man. I love it.
I do too.
Thank you. Yeah, I figured that, you know, I like to mix it up a little bit, you know, with original and then do some covers, you know, sprinkle them in.
Sure. Sure.
The year that I want to get out and start, you know, doing more live gigs, you know, and now that I had a couple folks tap me on, you know, for some jazz stuff, and I want to dig into that, but at the same time keep collaborating, keep keeping, keep those positive vibes out there with all the craziness out there in the world.
Oh, I know it. Yes.
What a wacky time.
Up our spirits,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're at a safe distance, Michael. You know.
Well, I guess that answers Yvonne's question. She asked. She said, "Is Michael back in stateside?" So I guess you're still in Netherlands, right?
I am. We did buy a house in Florida, though.
Okay.
So,
Nice. They're looking like Scarface too. I'm like, oh wow.
it's like what?
Looking like one of the Scarface movies, like, right out of Scarface. It was just one of them gangster mansions, gangster-looking mansions. That's what I'm talking about. You could film a Colombian drug lord movie there. You gotta watch out when you take the trash. You got gators in the back.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, I miss alligators. I gotta tell you. It's gonna be around them again.
Alligators I like is like alligator bites. That's it.
That's the weird thing about the Netherlands. It's like you go out in the canals and stuff, and there is nothing in the grass and nothing in the bushes and nothing in the water that can possibly hurt you. It's weird. Having grown up in Louisiana, it's just,
I so miss
they
my
don't
morning.
have snakes. They don't have nothing.
There's no fences, dude. Everybody like, what? You're lucky if you have a hedge of the fence. Like, oh wow. It's so open here, but I do miss my mornings there. I do miss those, just to let you know. I'm in exile, but I'll be back.
Good. We got a Styric over here too.
Yeah, but I came close because my wife and I we were in Paris in England last year.
That's a day trip from Paris.
I know, man, and I was like, they should probably come, and then it was just so tight, and I was like, well, that was my first time. And I'm like, yeah, we definitely go back, man. We're gonna definitely go back and take it in because it's such a fun trip, man.
Yeah, I'm glad I got out of there before that snow. I saw that snow there, Michael. Like, oh Lord.
Yeah, it's cold. It does.
So when it snows, huh?
It does.
Wow.
Now it's snowing in Florida, man. I love to go down to Sandestin, and we were gonna go down there right after the holidays, and I was looking down there, it's like snow on the beach, and I'm like, no.
Weather all over the world. It's just weird.
That's so weird, man. I mean,
I got to laugh about that one. I got to laugh about that one right there.
Well, Nashville got tons of snow, right?
That tripped me out because when I saw it hit New Orleans, I said,
yes. Oh. How weird was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right there on the
peninsula
over the horseshoe. Right?
Yeah.
There in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it just, I was like, wow. Yeah. It was like, and it stayed cold down here for like, I don't know, 2 weeks?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was great. Like Sandestin's like right there in Alabama, kind of.
Absolutely.
On the beach, and it was like and they usually have pure white sand, but this sand was snow.
Wow.
Bizarre.
That just sounds weird.
I mean, not tan sand; it was white sand. Wow.
Weather is weird all over the world.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. They're saying global warming is not real, right?
I tell you, this sure is some visual evidence we having right now. Seems like
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
it's crazy.
I tell you that not only is the weather weird, though, another thing I kind of noticed that has changed as I go about my day, and I see all kinds of ethnic people and stuff like that. But now it seems, I don't know why, but it seems like people are even more friendly. I had older Asian guys stopping me. Hi, how you doing? You know, that never happened. You know, people are being more forward for some reason, even in the midst of what we're going through. And I think that's just a total cool thing, you know.
I think it's a total cool thing too.
It's a total cool thing, man. You know,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to me walking by and the lady clutching her purse,
Yeah.
only because she wanted to know how much it would cost to have me. But see, I can. Michael sends me dumb jokes every morning, so it's not my fault.
I love dumb jokes.
It's not my fault.
The dumber, the better.
He'll send me something crazy. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. And then sometimes we get on a run. There's 3 or 4 of them. There's 3 or 4. Oh man, cool. Vaughn.
I have a question.
Yes.
And I hope I'm not, imposing on Styric in any way. But I'm curious. Let me, let me know. I'm trying to. What is the history behind your first name?
Yeah, I'm kind
I'm
of
curious.
interesting.
I'm curious about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Know something? my mom and dad, they have always had, my mother growing up, I think, and I heard this story earlier, was that we always had traditional names, Raymond and, Eugene, Robert. And so she wanted to kind of break that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
My dad, growing up, he was over in Europe, and he spent some time in Germany and France and over there. And from what I hear is that a name Styric, they spell it different, Sterick. That you spend the kind of spelling and kind of like that, and he kind of ran it by my mom, and they came up and said, yeah, let's put a Y in it, and then that's
It's
where
a cool name. It's very memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
And it rhymes with lyrics too. That's what
It is because it's extremely unique.
Yeah.
It's very unique, and I gotta say hats off to your parents because that's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
It's just kind of, it's the good, bad, and ugly. Some people butcher it when they see it.
Yeah. I trust me. I know. I get my last name butchered up like crazy.
Me
so
too. I
have
do
no
too.
idea how to pronounce it.
Yeah. But a lot of times I'll phonetically put it. If I send somebody a press stuff or whatever, I'll put Steer, and then they,
Okay. Yeah.
so they know, okay, that's all, and they usually get it right away. Otherwise, they change it up.
And speaking of last names being butchered, what's my last name? CTK.
I'm sorry?
What's my last name? How you say my last name?
Like Whitney Houston, but Houston.
Okay, I guess he just be playing with me. He be saying Fuston sometimes.
I'm just seeing me paying attention to me. If you know me, I'm motor mouth. I'm just making sure he's paying attention.
Yeah.
But one time it was like, I can see he had enough. It was like, it's Houston. Okay. Right.
So get it right.
Get it right. Put some respect on my name.
Oh man. Yeah.
I
So
don't do that no more.
so Michael, so what you got going on, man? You got some interesting projects coming up?
I've got a couple of things coming up. The Groovadors I'm most excited about, and I want to get on that just as soon as we can. I've got two records that I've got to mix and get out of my hair that I'm late on. One is a duet with Jeff Frenzel, which I'm very excited about. And one is a production project I took on that I really didn't mean to take on, but it just sort of happened, and the money's good, and I thought, well, I should do it. I'm doing that with Hank Poole, who I write a lot with and do a lot of production stuff with. We had a Christmas hit together too.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we got a lot on the plate, but
Now here's something that's funny that happened with Michael last week. I thought it was just hilarious. You know how sometimes you have so many kids, you can't remember what their names are.
right.
And Michael got so many songs, he had to track down other songwriters. Anybody who remembers writing a song with me,
Oh yeah.
call so-and-so and so. I think they played it. In other words, translation, hey, somebody owed me money.
No, what it is there is a producer in Nashville named Garth Fundus, which I'm sure you know him, Styric. They recently found some Don Williams. Don passed away, maybe 10 years ago, and they found a bunch of Don Williams masters that they're going to make a new album of, and he called me because he says one of them's my song, but I have no recollection of having written that song.
Oh.
It's like BMI thinks it's mine, Alan thinks it's mine, Garth thinks it's mine, but I honestly don't remember writing it. So I sort of put a post out to collaborators. I don't see, I'm sure at that point in my career, I pretty much collaborated with people on everything. I mostly still do, actually. So I'm sure there is a collaborator if it's mine, but I don't want to sign off and go and say yes, it's mine.
And
if it's
have you been able to hear? Have you been able to hear it audio?
Yes, and I don't recognize
you
a
don't
thing.
Wow.
No, but it does. But that doesn't mean I didn't write. But I don't. But I. It doesn't sound like my work to me. But you just don't know. There have been those times where you might, Plus, I've literally at this point in my career, it's over 5,000 songs.
That's a lot.
They do kind of collide. And this was from the 80s, which there was a lot of partying going on.
Gary, I can be cruising in the car with Michael, and I'll be babbling the song. He said, "Oh, I wrote that." Oh, okay, cool. Right, going down there, 2 more songs. Oh, I wrote that too. Oh, cool. I said, "Damn, is there anything on here you didn't write?"
That's cool, though. That's great.
So yeah, I hope I wrote the song, but I really don't. I have no idea, and I don't want to sound funny.
I never had a musician put an Amber Alert on the song.
That's an Amber Alert.
How does this?
That's pretty good. Cool. Well,
Stuff.
Anybody got anything else?
No, man. I guess just for me. I mean, for your listeners, if they want to, hear more of my tracks, you can find, man, Styric.com, STYRIC.com. And I have links to all my videos, all my music, everything's on their bio, and then things I've worked on. So if they want to hear more music, but
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys having me, man. It's been a blast. Ron, good to meet you, and Gary, really, really privileged, and CTK, man, and Mike, man. It's just always a pleasure, man. When we interact,
It's funny. It's always funny.
What was that, dude?
I said it's always funny, man. It's always funny, man.
You gotta have some fun, man.
You gotta have some fun. See, Styric had to teach me how to say his name correctly, and so did Gary. Remember, Gary said Houston, and Styric said, "Put a lyric." I guess I was pissing him off too. No, that's Styric. What's up, Styric? Styric, man.
Yeah.
You're right.
I know I had
Styric has to
a.
do a Christmas record called "In the Christmas Styric." That's some getting in the Christmas Styric.
See, Gary?
Oh yeah.
My Christmas card this year. I'm like, get in the Christmas spirit.
I like that.
Nice.
You know, Max is gonna want to get paid for that.
You know, I'll give you commission on that one.
I'm gonna be watching this stuff too. He got 2 screens on him, so.
So you fellas gonna watch the Super Bowl this weekend? Tomorrow? That's coming tomorrow.
Somebody's gonna make
I'll probably be the only one that's not watching.
You're gonna have some child, man. There's gonna be lots of food, lots of.
Carlos making your favorite, Michael.
That's the best part, the food, isn't
Tacos.
Michael,
Styric,
I was saying, Michael, that Carlos making your favorite dish.
I know exactly what that is too. That's Carlos tacos.
And, your music is welcome in the overall playlist that I create for KJLM. So
Yes.
I appreciate the talent. I appreciate your work, and I'm looking forward for getting more of it. And hey man, I'm having a ball putting it together.
Oh man.
So
Yeah, man. It's always cool. That's music's one of those things, man. I mean, once you put it out there, and when you hear things like that, it makes it all work.
It does make it all worthwhile.
Yes, it does.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right.
Guys, I love you.
Love you too, dude, man.
Love you too, Michael.
Yeah, man, and hope whatever team you pull for, they win. We want.
Wait, Ster, did you send me something 2 days ago?
Did I? Man.
You did, because it popped up. It said, "Oh, it's always under ideas."
Oh, I sent you. I think I sent you Starship the reprise version. I sent you because I had 2 versions. I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's right. Okay.
So I wonder what
That was
version.
something else because you sent it to Michael too.
Oh, well, yeah. I got so many tracks going. I did send you a track. And guitar. And I know you're a busy guy, but have your people call my people.
We'll do lunch. Yeah.
No, I'll get on that this week. This week for sure.
Yeah.
All right, man. But yeah, we're.
That's the ultimate line where it's like, don't call me, I'll call you.
And I'm not a fan.
You'd be like, "We're friends. He told me to call him."
Oh, goodness.
That's that good brush off line right there.
Okay. Well, let's see. Vaughn and CTK, y'all have any last comments that we need or announcements or anything before we get out of here?
Gary, I want to thank you for
that. Like I just said, I'm glad KJLM is back on the air. Playing.
Yes.
Awesome.
Doing what I do. And so I just want to let everybody know who may be in the chat. Check out KJLM. On the internet, and it's classic, it's contemporary, it's progressive, it's fusion, it's bebop, it's hard bop, it's all of that.
Everything.
It doesn't miss a beat.
all that in a bag of chips with guacamole.
And just tune in and find out exactly what we're doing with KJLM.
Awesome.
All right.
And I just want to thank you, Styric, for coming on, and Brother Michael Miguel for coming on and joining us. And I want to thank you, Gary, because you put this on tirelessly every week, man. And I know the dedication that it takes and the time that it takes for you to do it. So I appreciate you as well, brother. And of course, Vaughn, the computer music brain, brother. I appreciate you as well, man. You're like, I told you, you're like the Spock of this whole thing here. You're the Spock. He can tell you what date that was. Yeah, well, I time traveled to that date, and I can tell you. But thanks, you guys, for coming. I love you guys, as you know. And I say I talk to you later because I talk to you guys later every day. So anyway, take it away, somebody else.
All right, everybody.
There you go.
Well, y'all have a great weekend, everybody, and enjoy the rest of it. And we will see you again next week.
Sounds good, guys. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye. Bye. Start it. Buy it. Cookie.